The Raiders are going to Vegas. Of the 32 owners, it was a 31-1 vote. The only team that opposed it, Miami. Miami probably likes being one of those glamour teams in the NFL, no state tax, sunshine. You can see the Miami owners saying, why do we want somebody else that's got warm weather and no state tax? You know, I heard a story this morning that there's a lot of politics behind what's happening. I'll give you an example. So Jerry Jones and Stan Kroenke are very, very good friends. And it's interesting because Jerry's just kind of outspoken and very public, and Stan Kroenke is very quiet, very reticent. So I heard this morning that Jerry Jones, one of his companies, will be furnishing the Vegas team their food business. So here's what's really funny. Jerry Jones has been the one that's talked everybody into this. Now think about this. Why would Jerry Jones want a team in Las Vegas? Because he doesn't want a team in San Antonio, which is another one of the rumored destinations. So Jerry figures if I can get a team to Las Vegas, they're not going to move another one for 5 or 10 years, right? Because they've already moved the Rams. Now they're moving the Raiders. Now they're moving the Chargers. They're not going to move another one. So Jerry Jones, let's be honest about this, he's a businessman. He has pushed for this Raiders move to Vegas because it ensures San Antonio won't get a team. And the other thing is that Stan Kroenke is good friends with Jerry Jones, and I'm sure Stan Kroenke said, hey, I don't want the Raiders down here in Los Angeles because the Raiders in Los Angeles are more popular than the Rams in Los Angeles. So, Jerry, I need you to sell Raiders to Vegas and keep them out of my market. I don't want the Raiders in L.A. I'll take the Chargers because my Rams, Stan Kroenke says, my Rams will be the number one team. But I don't want to move my team to Los Angeles and have the Raiders down here, the Rams down here, and the Chargers down here. It'll dilute the market, and I'll be the second most popular team. So there's a lot of politics. You know, we often think there's this linear line, and things go in some practical order. Folks, it's all about politics. Our politics is about politics, and our sports is about politics. Stan Kroenke didn't want the Raiders in L.A., and Jerry doesn't want them in San Antonio, so you know he's pushing for Las Vegas. So suddenly this league that was always fearful of gambling overnight isn't fearful of gambling. And it shows the power of Jerry Jones, who is a very, very persuasive guy. Jerry's the one for years because the Cowboys practiced and trained in California. Jerry's the one for years that said, guys, we got to get teams in L.A. What the hell are we doing in St. Louis and Buffalo and Cleveland? We got to get teams to L.A. We got to host the Super Bowl in L.A. We got to host the draft in L.A. We got to put the combine in L.A. And Jerry, ever the businessman, sold all his owners and constituents. So just don't forget the power of the Dallas Cowboys and the power of Jerry Jones. But this Vegas move is for a lot of reasons. Stan Kroenke didn't want the Raiders in L.A., and Jerry didn't want the Raiders in San Antonio, so they end up in Vegas, and suddenly gambling, we don't mind no stinking gambling. Who cares about gambling? The Raiders are going to Vegas. This is Adam Schefter's account I'm reading. 31-1. The only opposing vote is the Miami Dolphins, per a source. So Albert Breer's going to come around the corner. He's at the NFL meetings. Miami. I'm just theorizing here. I would guess Miami opposed it. I could be totally wrong on this. That they thought to themselves, we're the only place with sunshine and no state tax for free agents. We don't want a Western version because California's taxes can push away some free agents. Miami's always done pretty well in free agents. Hey, we got sunshine and we got no state tax. Now the NFL's got a second state with sunshine and no state tax. So I guess Miami, I can see where Miami said, no, we're not interested.